our doctors can provide healthcare for our people. The doctors can leave, but there are some part of the citizens that cannot as well leave the country. So how do these people, how would they get the care that they need? Helping us today with this topic will be all the way from the gold city of Accra. Is Accra called the Golden City?
Golden City is Cape Coast.
Cape Coast. What is Accra called?
Accra is the capital.
Okay. Hi guys, today we will be talking about is medicine lucrative in Africa, and is it worth the stress going through medical school and becoming a medical doctor? With me today is Dr. Ebenezer Aheto, and he has been on this channel. Welcome back once again, and we'll need you to introduce yourself.
So again, my name is Dr. Ebenezer Aheto, and then I'm second year houseman, as we call it, at 37 Military Hospital here in Accra, Ghana. So thank you for having me. Okay,
so we're going to dive straight into the talk for today. If you want to know more about Dr. Ebenezer, I will leave the card to the previous video that we shot, and I think he did a more detailed introduction there. So straight right into the question. In 2022, I'm trying to at least find doctors who are practicing medicine and they are happy with it. Like my channel, I'm looking forward to telling African medical stories. So it's going to be a little bit bigger than what we have now. So we're looking at maybe when you open your own hospital, I'll come and with the team to come see how you started up and all of those good things. So it means that we need to start telling the positive side of African story. Okay, let me start with the first question. Do you think there are people who are in Africa and enjoying practicing medicine in Africa? Can you answer that question?
Oh, yes. We have, quite a lot of people personally that I've come in contact with that really, 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 really enjoy medicine, even after pension days. When they have gone on pension. Ghana, recently we lost one of our medical heroes. He was by name Dr. Champon. I think he had this a popular book in collaboration with some Nigerian surgeons over the period. His name, I think the book's name is usually quite Baja. It's a very popular surgical book. In fact, if you actually want to practice in medicine in the West Africa, and you want to dive more deeper into surgery, you cannot go away with that book. That book is called Baja. In Ghana here, most times it's run out of stock. You have to order it from Nigeria. So it's a very popular book. Preparing for the West Africa College of Surgeons membership and all, you need that book. Yeah, he died at the age of 86, if I'm not mistaken. And as at 2020, when I was doing my board exam, he took me for surgery. The man took me for surgery. The man would be coming, bent, leaning forward like that, taking a step to the examination hall, and he was still conducting the exam. So, this just simply answers the question: are people actually enjoying doing the medical work? Yes, that man did the medical work till death. Yes, he did the medical work for over years. And I can tell you that if there's no anything satisfying, probably he would have stopped by the time he went on pension. But he was still helping raising more young doctors to almost become just like him. Yes, so I can say that there are a lot of people, and not just only him, a lot of gurus over there who are still practicing medicine even after their pension days. And it tells it all that is very satisfying. Yeah.
Okay, great. Amazing. And this doctor, I'm sorry I didn't catch his name. He practiced in Ghana, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's really wonderful. So you guys have heard it. There are people who
That practice. Is Dr. Achiampon. Dr. Achiampon. They usually call him Bajaman. So anybody in Africa who, West Africa to be precise, who is more into the medical fraternity, surgery to be specific, should know that Baja book. Baja book is one of the main pioneers of that particular book.
All right,
Yeah.
great, amazing. I'm so excited because I'm all about spreading good vibes. I'm also about speaking the truth. I love the truth, but I still know that as long as life will exist, Africa will exist. And as long as Africa will exist, medicine will exist in Africa. And if medicine exists in Africa, then doctors will need to exist in Africa who will practice medicine. And not everybody wants to practice medicine in US, Canada, Australia.
Definitely.
Yes, I believe many people have had the choices and they just decline the choices because they love medicine in Africa. Okay, now apart from that, I love to practice medicine in Africa, West Africa, which we can talk because that's where we have more information. Now, this begs the question: do you really think that medicine is lucrative? I mean, really lucrative, money making in Africa, West Africa, if you want to speak, or in general terms.
This question is a little bit dicey.
Mm-hmm.
And if I should take it in two ways, I can say that let me speak for my West African people.
Mm-hmm.
For what usually happens at the South, I think I don't have much info to touch on them. But
mm-hmm.
for West Africa, for what I have seen,
mm-hmm.
and nothing but the truth,
mm-hmm.
it is not.
Mm-hmm.
It is not. It is not lucrative in the sense that, this is something that I can actually talk, a whole lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, we have started practicing medicine, but we can say that we still have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we, the doctors, feel, but
mm-hmm.
this is not what the outsiders see. Once you bear the name a doctor, whether you have, climbed up the ladder or you are just a beginner, the general public, see you to be part of those, who is consuming the national cake. But of the truth, nothing actually comes in. Yes. So basically, you don't have much. As
mm-hmm.
a beginner, everything is more like hand to mouth, if you are putting that way. And
mm-hmm.
even with that, if you don't actually cut your expenses, it will be very, very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you, over here in Accra, I can tell you that maybe half of my salary goes into fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Half of my salary goes to fuel. So it means we shouldn't even talk about how much, do I use for feeding, how much
mm-hmm.
do I keep my accounts, and how
mm-hmm.
much do I release to help my siblings or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it is very, very difficult. Mm-hmm. Now, that also opens your mind because this is a field that you have chosen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Unless you were pushed into, then you have, no option than probably to drop because it's almost like you have been deceived.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a field that you actually entered in yourself. It's just like entering into the eye of a needle. For you to find yourself in the medical field in Ghana and Africa as a whole, it is highly competitive field. So once you find yourself there, then I think some way, somehow you have to survive from there.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, of course, the whole national quota for the medical field is nothing to actually write home about.
Mm-hmm.
It is that small. I can't. It is not good for me to quote figures because it's a shame. Really, it's a shame. Mm-hmm. So if we're in school right now and we're thinking of practicing medicine in Africa, do not be so happy that you hear me speaking about the way I'm talking about medicine, the way I'm all about medicine. It's the same. It does not correlate in what comes or what is left in my pocket. Yes. And this is nothing but the truth. And I feel like you should know the truth because it will push most of us to be doing not like something else entirely, but looking at other means to actually boost or to get more income. That is just the truth.
Okay, Okay, I'm so sorry, doctor. If I can interrupt
Yes,
a little bit there, because I think you're going somewhere
that is right.
really, really nice, and I want you to really hit the nail on the head. Let's say now, as a young doctor now, like you said, practicing now in Africa. Of course, you need to get married. All them ladies are looking at you like doctor. You have, of course,
Yeah,
like you said, there's the perception like, man, doctor, it means you are eating the national cake. You are brilliant. You are working in a very good
yeah.
profession. How can a young doctor like really survive this really beginning stage, especially when you're not just earning to survive, you're earning to like trying to build a life. You want to also do other things, help out with your parents, siblings, you probably get married, you have kids. So how difficult is it as a doctor to be able to put all these things together? And what advice can you advise either maybe other doctors like you, maybe some of the things you're doing you can share, and maybe for upcoming like medical doctors who are looking forward to going back to Ghana or somewhere in West Africa or other parts of Africa, what skill can they be learning now or things they can be looking at so that when they get there, they're able to survive the environment?
So for this question, what I can say about it is that it might not go well for everybody, but taking it in two parts. If we're the kind of person whose parents is so supportive, being there for you, taking care of you, giving you some upkeep and everything, what I would say is that do more research and let your parents know the field that you have entered into in terms of monetary aspects. If not, it will take all of them by surprise that you have been employed working, but yet still you still have nothing, not to talk of what you bring to the table. Now, if you let your parents know about this, nothing but the truth, now they can still support you even in your housemanship state. Where the little that you receive, at least, nothing will be expecting from you, so you can make some savings.
Okay, so what you're trying to say right now is that
yes,
medicine, especially practicing in Africa, is not instantly rewarding. So
no, not at all.
For parents who are training, because I have some parents who watch this content, so we need to let them know. For parents who are training doctors, maybe somewhere in Eastern Europe or somewhere, because many times those of us who study in Eastern Europe, Romania, Ukraine, it's because our parents are not really, sometimes, not everyone, so really boxed to send us to the US, not because we couldn't study there. So they need to know that finances have to also be kept after 6 years. If you are training a child in medical school and you're going to take all of these exams, finances have to be kept for like how many years more? 2, 3, 4, 5 years?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So it is not
on that, yes?
Yes.
Expatiate on that.
So if you let them know this reality, because personally, what I realize is that no, because one, you start working 6-7 months, a salary hasn't come, and you still have to call your parents to send you money. And if for the client who uses a car, think about it. That the fuel is finished. Daddy has to fuel it. Light bill has come. Water bill has come. You buy something for yourself. So he realized that it is still a burden that you cannot bear alone. You still need the parents. So I just have to explain to my parents that, see, and already I thank God that my dad is already in the field. So things were a little bit easy. So what he told me is that, see, you don't need to be complaining about not getting enough from the field. Just relax. See this period as another 2 years of your education. But this time around, the salary that comes is an upkeep that I give it to you. You get it. So you manage it as such. So since then, I started not feeling so guilty, like not sending so much home. Looking at the things I could be doing and I'm not doing, because I realized that this is just the beginning. But the question is that, will the beginning actually change at the end when we're done? No. It is still going to be the same. thing is that at this time around, you will have so much freedom to make a good decisions for yourself. Private practice is very lucrative, and you can make these decisions after you are done with the compulsory housemanship. You get it? Now, once you are in the government sector too, you will have enough time. This time around, everything is not going to be like you spending the whole 24 hours at work, working for 36 hours and all. You have enough time to venture into different form of businesses. Different form of businesses. You can be even be doing like 2-3 consultations in different hospitals at the same time. So you see, you realize that even that one, it is still not easy because you still have to work your way out to still make some money. So in general, it is just not easy. And because of that, I will say that it's not lucrative. Not because I haven't seen people making it in the field. I've seen rich bosses. And if you talk to them, they haven't quit, but the money is not from the field.
Oh, I see.
I don't know if you get it.
I get it.
It's not from the field, but through the field, they were able to venture into different form of businesses, which, as at now, I'm still doing research about how to actually make it away, still be in the field, and how to be able to make it, and not getting. I'm getting so much, but not from the field in particular. You get it? An opportunity, ordinary person or some other fields won't give it to you. That is how it is. So in Africa, we enjoy prestige, not the lucrativity of the work.
Oh, I get it.
The prestige gives you a platform to venture more into different areas.
Yeah, I get it. I kind of understand that because for someone like me that's looking for in building a tiny little career in media, especially with medicine, I think just being a doctor gives me that platform to be able to push that idea, which is something I'm trying to make common to people, that there are various dimensions of practicing medicine that we should get used to. So I have 2 more questions for you. Now, the first question is medicine worth the stress of studying? So in the first place, do you think that people should still encourage would you encourage, you are the son of a doctor, would you encourage your child to study medicine?
Oh yes. I personally will encourage a child, who has interest, and even those who doesn't have interest, I would still love to convince some of them to still venture into the field. Because for the rest of our lives, we cannot live without doctors. Human degeneration is there. And regardless, you will need the knowledge of a doctor to actually help you through in a lifestyle. And you can't say that you will need a doctor. You will need a doctor. So if it is not you, the question is, then who? So maybe an advocate won't stand anywhere to discredit or discourage anybody from venturing into the field. If you have the opportunity, just go. Now, to hit the nail right on the head by answering the question of, does it worth studying? The stress in the studying. Yes, it does. It does. And even as the world is going more technological, it's not going to change. Maybe it's going to get worse. Because we have to still, especially developing countries still has to compete in knowledge-wise with the developed countries in terms of robotic medicine. Because you cannot sit there and wait to get technologies before you can do medical procedures. Before laparoscopy came, open laparotomies and were there. You get it?
Yeah.
Which is not easy to go and open.
Sure.
So when somebody is taught, put it here, you are taught, hold it firm, be bold and cut. Do you see the difference?
Yeah, I got you.
And you are dealing with human, regardless. When you fix a car and the car move an inch and it develop a fault, you can comfortably assemble, disassemble everything and reassemble it again. What you lose is time, and time is money. Probably you lose some money because you're working on another car. But if you cut open human being and you make a major mistakes, time will not permit you to reopen and refix again. You will end up losing the person, and such loss is irreplaceable. There's a very big difference. It tells you that constantly your mind has to be steady. Your mind is under stress to do things right. Medicine is one of the fields that your mind goes through so much stress, and yet you are expected to do things right. In medicine, sorry, I'm stressful. It's not an excuse. Or it's not an excuse, because human damage is just irreplaceable. So it's worth the stress of studying.
Yeah, I agree with you. I told someone that regardless of all the stress of medicine and everything, like if I go back again in time, knowing everything I know, I would still love to become a doctor. To be honest, I would still love to become a doctor. The only thing I may change is that I may just take other parts of my life a little bit more seriously. Maybe learn a business, learn a trade, get another skill or something by the side. But as for studying medicine and being a doctor, it's something I think I really love. Finally, now you've spoken about medicine being lucrative and everything, and you said it's worth the stress of studying medicine. I want to ask this final question. If you get the opportunity to make just one change to medicine, healthcare, and practice in Africa, you can change one thing. What would you change and why? Just one. Just one.
Okay. What I would have loved to change in medicine in Africa is the incentive measures for all healthcare professionals. And if I say incentive measures, it includes their lifestyle, their accommodation, their upkeeps, their mode and the means of transport. And also, so everything that has to do with their finance. That is what I would have changed.
I agree with you. I'm from Nigeria, and I can tell you that the number one and leading reason, if not the only reason why people leave, especially in Nigeria, to other places to practice, it's not really for the joy and the fun of practice or exposure to maybe more modern practice techniques and etc. But majorly is because of the finances. So I agree with you. Yes, it's money, because with money, doctors will be more relaxed, and of course, people will be more excited to do their job. So I really believe that doctors are underpaid. I was speaking to someone like recently. Nurses are earning like 50,000 naira. That's just about $100. I work like freelancing. That's in Nigeria. I work freelancing at the moment. So at times, I can make that money in 3 days or less, just sitting down in my house from my laptop and just having just a few things to do. So how does like a person like spend time, save human lives, and then earn $100. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. So I agree with you. All right. So any final words for us?
At all. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So my final comment is, I mean, what I can say now is that I'm sure not just on me, everybody is really, 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 really grateful to God for seeing us through this so but not so difficult times. Because somebody will say that 2021 was difficult for me. That's why I say that so but not so difficult time of 2021.
Guys, I just finished that recording with Dr. Aheto. Like, share, subscribe. This was not what I was really anticipating. Till then, in 2022, we are in a search for how we can make Africa and how we can tell stories from Africa, truthful ones, and hopefully I'm hoping that my videos will help shape medicine in Africa and help people to be able to practice medicine in a way that's more comfortable, so that our doctors can provide healthcare for our people. You know, the doctors can leave, but there are some part of the citizens that cannot as well leave the country. So how do these people, how would they get the care that they need? So until then, let's take the tips that Dr. Aheto has given us, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.